Hi, my name is Cameron Blessai, and today I'll be discussing you as to why I believe the importance of higher level education should be implemented in all prisons in the United States, as it will reduce the recidivism rate in the United States. These are my notes. Okay, let's get started. What's recidivism? Well, recidivism is the frequency of a criminal to reoffend. For example, if someone was to get released from prison or jail and they made an offense and ultimately were incarcerated again, that's recidivism. Well, in America, we lead the entire world in this rate. So that means 4 out of 8 people within 8 years of getting out of prison, they get sent right back. And I believe by implementing educational programs, in the prison systems, the recidivism rate will decrease instantly. Now, I believe that that everyone should have a chance in education, but there should be a limit as to who gets the education. People that aren't serving serious crimes should have the opportunity, just like everyone else, to receive a higher level education. Um, it's shown that people that are released from prison, they end up going right back because they're not they don't have the tools to succeed in normal life. They're used to living with criminals, so that's how they think is thinking like a criminal. And I believe that education can reverse the effects of that. Um, a study has been shown that in the Department of Policy by UCLA, they found out that if you just invest $1 million in educational programs, 600 crimes will be instantly gone. 600 crimes. So why wouldn't we invest in educational programs? These programs are not funded by the state or federal governments. They're just like us. We take student loans or you get Pell Grants or scholarships. They're they all have the same opportunity as us. Um, Although they're on a stricter guideline because they are in prison. So one instance, one incident could kick him out of the program. This is beneficial because in prisons there's a high level of violence, and it's shown that people with in these educational programs, the act of violence has reduced by half. So, and by allowing these prisoners being in educational programs, they can become leaders in their cell blocks, and so they're teaching other people how to think on their own, how to think before they act, and just reshape their thinking process. Uh, it reduces violence. There's racial barriers that are broken. As you know, in prison, there's usually racial barriers. You have your whites, your African Americans, your Latinos. It's all segregated. But by allowing these educational programs to be implemented, they're forced to work together in projects for essays. There's communication between each other for a higher goal in life to succeed back into to succeed when going back into normal society. Um, let's see. Uh, education has allowed many people to succeed. Like, for instance, prisoners with only a high school level education, they end up winding back in jail with a 60% chance, while someone with a college education only has a 20% chance of winding back in prison. But it's all about how the prisons set set up life for these inmates. They're there to serve their time. They're not there to just get beat on all the time. They're humans. They they want to learn. So I believe that by allow by allowing prisons to set educational programs, this could reverse the effects of the recidivism rates and ultimately benefit society as you just put them back into life where they can work, they can have their goals, they can have the dreams they've been wanting. You you just gave someone another life by allowing them to have an education. And that's what's wrong with with a lot of these people. They grow up living living differently than us. They might have their parents are probably they probably don't have parents there to help them out. They probably don't live in a neighborhood that will benefit them, that will make them let them go to college. They're just stuck there. And so by educating them, they get the tools, they get the knowledge they need to really advance in life and live and strive for something they love. And I believe that educate by providing education, this could ultimately reverse the effects. Um, Prison is a place for learning from mistakes in the past, while school is for one's learning for their future. And I believe by letting them learn for their future, uh, we probably won't have to worry about as much crimes anymore. We don't have to worry about um, recidivism rate. Thank you for listening to my speech.